Where in NADCO or in this 10-point plan have you seen the issue of cost of living, the issue of excessive taxation, the issues that really matter to the people? They talk of ending abductions. Abductions are not sanctioned by law. Why has there been abductions in the first place? And if there was ending abductions and respecting civil liberties, why did we have to, in Kasarani, as peaceful youth were trying to access the church where the millions are? They were not armed. Why would you arrest churchgoers or somebody who merely has a phone? So this is to hoodwink Kenyans. It's for selfish reasons. We've already seen it's jobs for those in the party. When they talk of inclusivity, it's inclusivity of two sides. I'll begin with whether mergers and coalitions, which way. And I'll say there's nothing wrong with mergers and coalitions, but they have to be done within the law. Therefore, nothing short of a post-coalition agreement between UDA or KK and ODM will suffice in our case. The Political Parties Act is very clear and it's made pursuant to the Constitution. Remembering that the design of our Constitution is for there to be a majority party, that's supposed to be the party in government, and a minority party, which is the opposition. The checks and balances in our Constitution give the responsibility of watchdog committees to the minority party. So if ODM has agreed to trade the Azimio majority and become the minority, then it would be their responsibility to chair in the National Assembly 3 public investments committee, which are watchdog committees, and 3 public accounts committee, which are again watchdog committees. When they have an MOU, which is not a post-election coalition agreement, which is not deposited with the registrar of political parties, they're trying to have their cake and eat it. They're starting with dishonesty, and they are blocking people not in government from being chairs of the watchdog committee, thereby weakening the accountability mechanism. Raila is very well versed with the Constitution, and the people in ODM are very well versed. He has lawyers, he has very educated people. So it's not that they don't know. We as Azimio, when I was still in Azimio, we complained at the beginning of the KK regime when they took UDM into their wing without a post-election coalition agreement. So ODM is knowingly messing the accountability system, and they didn't mess it this week. They have done that since the day they allowed their key personalities to enter government and still remained with one leg in the opposition. This is completely out of line with our Constitution and laws, and it should be tested in court, and I hope it will be. I would also say that if this union was for the benefit of the people, then it would be done, no doubt done the right way. But trying to hoodwink people, starting with dishonesty, tells us immediately it's not for us. Implementation of NADCO report, which was finalized in November of 2023. And we then as NAC Kenya rejected it on the 7th of December 2023. Nobody stopped them from fully implementing it the whole of last year, 2024. It has nothing for the people. Remembering the 2023 protests were about cost of living. Where in NADCO or in this 10-point plan have you seen the issue of cost of living, the issue of excessive taxation, the issues that really matter to the people? They talk of ending abductions. Abductions are not sanctioned by law. Why has there been abductions in the first place? And if there was ending abductions and respecting civil liberties, why did we have to, in Kasarani, as peaceful youth, were trying to access the church where the millions are? They were not armed. Why would you arrest churchgoers or somebody who merely has a phone? So this is to hoodwink Kenyans. It's for selfish reasons. We've already seen it's jobs for those in the party. When they talk of inclusivity, it's inclusivity of two sides. Why did I rebrand? One, we needed a name that could resonate. NAC does not convey any meaning. When you try to explain National Rainbow Coalition, a majority of the people, many of whom are young, do not relate to that period. You have to go into storytelling. But now with the name People's Liberation Party, we do not need to explain our name. It speaks for itself. At a time when people are down, when our spirits are low because of abductions, harsh economic realities, lack of access to medical services, lack of access to education, which are all basic rights, because university students are not getting loans. The government says they are waiting for the court, yet logic would demand that they go to the old position, which is help, and it worked. The Shah chief, direct theft of money, and many more, because I can't list everything. We needed something to lift us, and therefore we looked for a color that conveys hope, and that's purple. It's also royalty, and it's many more things. An uplifting color. And we chose purple, lilac, which is a lighter purple, and white. Those are our colors. And our slogan is Unite, Liberate. We surely need to liberate our education. We need to liberate our health and many more things. And the call for unity cannot be gainsaid. I thank you.
Thank you, Martha. Just to put tails on that broad perspective that you've given us on what we are currently seeing, the state of play of merger, the coalitions. I wanted just to ask you, also given the recent collaborations with leaders like Rigathi Gachagua and Kalonzo Musyoka, what is PLP's approach to forming alliances, and how will these partnerships influence this party strategy for 2027 elections? We know there's something loading up. There's been a promissory note from Rigathi Gachagua up his collective sleeves. He was also part of your launch. He's the one, actually, who extended a hearty welcome to you to just come and tell us or talk to us about the rebranding. Very briefly.
Yes, we are on our side as the people's opposition trying to gather together, because when the oppressors, those determined to oppress and who are oppressing, gather together and regroup, then the people must also regroup to counter these forces. And the work that is there cannot be achieved by any one person or any one political formation. Therefore, we are coming together. We are still in the early stages of discussion, but one of the commitments we have made is to unity of purpose, and that to putting Kenya first, that if any one of us does not end up being the flag bearer, we will subordinate our interests to those of Kenyans and support a single candidate. Though we are in the initial stages, last time we met, we agreed that we shall be guided moving forward by our national values and principles as articulated in Article 10 as we move forward together. So the coalition is still open to others who feel that Kenyans need to be liberated from the very many ills afflicting us today. So I think I can leave it there.